square in the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to make your mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Falcons going up against the Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down. West eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Slot man moves right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll run on the draw. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd and 2, Hudson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch it now, Barney. Back that up, Billy. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Boo, 90. Boo, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they send a man in motion right. On 3rd and 2, West. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously got to carry the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Taking a shot, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Off the bootleg. West escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Back to throw. West. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, now, look at 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They run the counter now on first down. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
To throw on 2nd down. West. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff as they run the counter play. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw on second down. West. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
On 1st and 10, West. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, Hudson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And his kick here is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 26. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll drop the throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Detroit! Now let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
To throw on 2nd down. West. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! What? Ohio! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Hudson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watching that body. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that body.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hudson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a low.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Room to run inside the 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here we go. Watching now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second down following the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. On first down, Hudson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Let's go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Hudson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Throwing on first down. Hudson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Hudson. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them to victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, Hudson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.